Now maybe it's just me, but that looks like the start to a horror movie from the 80s. What's up everybody? It's Luke James. I am not the singer. I am not. Shout out Tommy Wiseau. But if you're an indie artist looking for an album review and some promo, you can hit up Luke at redmattersite.com. And what I have for you boys and girls today is an indie mixtape review for Drewz Andrews' mixtape, Midnight Road. Now Drewz is from Pensacola, Florida, but currently residing in northwestern Arkansas, and his brand is called Flow Games. So to find out more about his music and to check out his music videos, sites, links, all that good stuff, just take a look at that spectacular glittering information box that is underneath this video. Now right from the start on the intro track, we get Drewz telling some crazy stories from his past about fighting in parking lots, falling in love, playing girls, running from police, just all that sort of stuff. So it's kind of a coming of age tale, and it's a great intro to who he is and what he's been through. So you're going to get a lot of great storytelling on this mixtape, and that is definitely one of its strengths. On the song Pretenders, we get this nice jazzy saxophone instrumental that builds up slowly, and he tells the tale of a guy who comes from a broken home and then falls victim to that street life and gang culture. So I think he did a great job of explaining how someone can be innocent, then they get caught up with the wrong people, and all of a sudden they're just living a crazy and dangerous lifestyle. Now on Murder on the Fifth Floor, we get a case of mistaken identity that results in a murder over this nice Spanish guitar production, and the song Deadly Attraction tells a twisted tale of one-night stands and STDs. So I like all these stories, it helps keep the mixtape together, and I also like on Deadly Attraction how he makes use of this stop and go flow. It's one of the more interesting flows on the mixtape, and the three perspective switches throughout the verses really tie things together. So he's doing some great storytelling on here. I've said it multiple times, but that's just to hit the point home because he is really doing great in that aspect, and that is his strength. But as far as his weakness, I would have to say that it's just his flow, his delivery, and his vocal style, man. There's not really anything interesting sonically about how he raps, and it's kept pretty simple. He doesn't get too adventurous with the flows other than that moment that I just brought up, and his voice just kind of sounds the same as a lot of other MCs that I've heard. So he has to mix it up a little bit, I think, if he wants to stick out. Because if you take some of the more dull tracks, like So Casual, where he's just spitting about a girl, he's basically spitting game at a girl, I should say. She just has a lot of poise and grace. And then on the song Long Live Hip Hop, where he's just expressing his love for hip hop and talking about his hip hop dreams, the basic content mixed up with those simple flows and vocals and delivery just makes for some of the slowest moments on the mixtape. So I think that's something that he could really improve upon. But he does come through with some nice lighthearted jams on here too. One of those days is just a smoking and riding track that's nice and smooth. You could definitely turn that one up in your car when you're just driving around. And then you have the song Good Times, which has one of my favorite beats on this whole mixtape. It's just very smooth, mellow, and wavy, as I always say. And this is another track about pouring up and lighting up. But then on the last verse, he takes it a step further and raps about how we have to stop with the division and come together to end violence. So I really appreciate that social commentary, as well as on another song where he's spitting about how there's this horrible mix of police brutality and violence and racism that is plaguing the United States of America. And that track is called Somebody Tell 'Em. But to wrap this review up and give you a tight little conclusion, I really like the storytelling here. The production is solid, the audio quality is great, but sonically there's just nothing about this one that is really going to bring me back to it because it doesn't stick out a whole lot. A little bit more innovation and more experimenting with the flows, I think, would help this overall project. Maybe finding a way to make the vocals and delivery a bit more interesting as well. So I give this one a 3 out of 5. But you guys check it out for yourself and then hit me up in the comment section, man. Let me know what you think, and make sure you do all that good YouTube and social media stuff too, where you like my videos, you share them, you follow me on Twitter, you retweet the videos, and you especially subscribe to my channel. We're moving on up. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.